It's been a long time since I've recorded a podcast. And do you want to know why? Because when I record a podcast, when I'm done, I feel better. And who wants that? That's unacceptable. Feeling better? I'm sorry. Who do you think I am? Passing by a sign that says, Pretty Bird with an arrow. Probably the name of a film shoot. It's one of those film shoot signs. So the movie is either named Pretty Bird or it's probably a code for some other movie. Like, wasn't the code for Star Wars Blue Harvest? That's what they called it, Blue Harvest. Is it crazy if I want to see the actual movie Blue Harvest? I want to make a movie Blue Harvest, but then have the code be Star Wars. Think it's a Star Wars movie. It turns out it's a farming film. It's a film about the corn. Film about the corn on the farm owned by the Blue family. Hence the name Blue Harvest. And it's a movie about how every year at the harvest, family secrets come out. Dirty laundry is aired. Revelations occur. Tears are shed. And ultimately, all is forgiven. Blue Harvest. Coming soon to a theater near you. Christmas 2023. Blue Harvest. Starring Jeff Foxworthy as Reginald Blue. I don't know why I went to Jeff Foxworthy. But you know what? He could do it. I think he could do it. I'm saying this, I'm not trying to be at all disparaging towards Jeff Foxworthy. I think he could totally do it. He could win the Oscar. Comedians are talented folk. And I think many times underestimated. There you have it. I gave you an opinion. Now you take it, and you enjoy it. So, I had 2 cookies today. Bad. I'm already full. I was full when I ate the 2 cookies. I'm even more full now. And I'm going on a walk right now, and what I would really like to do when I get home is eat a mango right before I go to bed. Not a good idea, not necessary. I'm not hungry for the mango. It's just a way for me to eat sugar. And I say to myself, well, it's not processed sugar, so it's healthy, but it's not healthy to overeat. And I've already had enough sugar today to not need more sugar. But I talk myself into it because I say to myself, it's the good sugar. Yes, I am recording a podcast next to a busy street. I'm sorry, is that not acceptable? Am I supposed to be doing this in a quote-unquote sound booth with quote-unquote production value? Is the answer yes? Okay. The answer was yes. So when did Duncan drop the donuts from the name? It's just Duncan now. When did I miss that? Not that I'm sad that I missed it. It's just, I don't know, one day you look up and there's no more donuts. It's just Duncan. I wonder what the thought process was behind dropping the donuts. Because there must have been a logical reason for them to do it. There must have been, but it is more fun to imagine ridiculous reasons for it. Just a memo to the advertising department. Hey, everyone's on a health kick right now. We need to de-emphasize the fact that we serve donuts. We need to dial down the donut. Can we dial that down? Can we dial down the donut, please? Can we just take the donut out of everything? Just call it Dunkin'. If I had to guess, it was probably the idea that they were trying to do more than donuts, because they do the coffee, right? Do they have more now? Do they have salads? They have salads, don't they? Did they try to break into the salad game? Dunkin', it's just... Or do they know that we're going to say the word donut to ourselves and they don't need to spend the money on the print for donuts? It's implied. Prince had the symbol and we knew that stood for Prince. Dunkin' has Dunkin' and it stands for Dunkin' Donuts. And we know this. Don't we? America. See, I'm starting to feel better. That's why I can't do these podcasts. Got to keep myself feeling awful. I've got to keep myself feeling awful. Dunkin'. You know what? It's inspiring when I see that. Can we call it International House of IHA? Can we do that? That's what it feels like. International House of. Or instead of California Pizza Kitchen, California. It's just called California now. Cali. TGI. That's all we're doing. We're just dropping half of the title. Did you go see the new Star movie? Luke Sky. Weird. Okay. I feel like I've overdone it now. I need to move on to the next thought, which is, now that I've overeaten, sometimes my bowels are on the clock, and it could be a situation where I need to be at a toilet very shortly. Oh, okay. Here's this sign. Coyotes in area. Warning, there have been sightings of coyotes in this area. Do not feed coyotes or leave food out. Do not approach, turn your back, or run away. Am I reading this right? Do not approach, turn your back, or run away. So if I see a coyote, I'm not supposed to approach the coyote. I'm not supposed to turn my back to the coyote, and I'm not supposed to run away from the coyote. So stand still and let the coyote eat you easily. Walk dogs on a short leash. Carry noisemakers and always haze. Okay, I don't think I know what the word haze means, because the last time I heard the word haze, it was like a college hazing. Is that what we're supposed to do with the coyote? We supposed to put a blindfold on it, make it drink beer while lying upside down or something? Are we pledging coyotes in Burbank? Is that what's happening? Very confused by this. Incredibly confused by this. You know what? I need to take a picture of that sign. And the trouble is, I know there's another comedian who was talking about this very sign, so I need to make sure I'm not doing the same jokes. Hazing the coyotes. Yeah, the coyote's pledging Delta. It's a Delt. Coyote's pledging. Yeah, my dad went to school with the coyote's dad. They were both brothers. We're brothers. Okay, so I'm going to try to record this while taking the photo. Let's see if this works. And we're still recording. Okay, there we go. Look at that. I could do everything with this phone, including hold it up to my face while I'm recording it and probably give myself brain cancer. That's how it's going to go, probably. That's fine. No, it's not fine. It's horrific to think about, actually. But the conclusion I've reached lately is that I understand I need to make content. That's the new thing, that if anyone wants to eventually become a successful comedian, we got to make our own content. But the rule I made myself is I only want to use the phone. And the good thing is that it's convenient for me. But the bad thing, potentially, is that it's an unpleasant and amateurish experience for you. So here's the thought process that just went through my head. I've been, dare I say it, having good sets. I never like to say that, because then God will go, let's change that. I don't know why God has jaw tension. But then I'll get in my head about it, and then I'll trip myself up. Self-defeating. Self-sabotage. It sounds familiar. Just as pretentious as this sounds, I'm just trying to tell the truth. Just trying to tell the truth. On stage, off stage. Just trying to tell the truth. And what I've learned is that the more I do that, the more I tell the truth to people, the more that as I am telling the truth and I listen to what I'm saying, I say to myself, oh God, I'm crazy. I shouldn't have told the truth. Should have kept that truth to myself. Maybe that's not the truth. Or maybe it's the truth from my point of view. But the problem is, I'm coming from the point of view of a crazy person. Entirely possible. Oh, there's a hatchback. Can I just say something? Look, I don't want this to come off as insulting, but can we make sure that I'm successful enough that I never have to drive a hatchback? And I know, I'm sorry if I offend anyone who drives a hatchback. Like, listen, if you're into hatchbacks and you like how they look and that's a thing for you, great, good for you. I'm not trying to insult your love and your passion. I get just every time I look at a hatchback and I imagine myself driving in a hatchback, it just feels like I'm driving inside my own IRS tax refund, Like, I made so little money last year that the tax refund I got this year was used to buy this car. That's what it feels like to me. And I'm terrified of saying that because I understand, people struggle. And the hatchback is the best we can do. And listen, compared to the alternative, hatchback is great. I know this is a very, first world problem. But can I do well enough not to have my only choice be a hatchback? That's my only request. It's been a stressful. You know what? It's not the things have been stressful. It's that I haven't been processing. I have been reacting in a way that increases stress instead of decreases stress. And on the one hand, I'm proud of myself that I'm catching that. But on the other hand, I'm not mature enough to avoid it. And I'm still angry. Still angry. You know what? It's been about 50. I feel good about this. I guess the question is, what do I do now? Because normally, like, my hero is Mark Maron, so this would be the end of his little monologue thing, and then there'd be an hour interview with someone interesting. And I know for a fact I don't want to do this for an hour. That's too much. 15 minutes might be too much. I've tried making this like a story time thing where I just kind of go into fiction. It doesn't feel right now in the moment. It's not as interesting right now in the moment as real life. Real life is too crazy right now for me. Why go? Is fiction necessary? Because is the absurdity of fiction really necessary in this day and age when all I need to do is go to CNN.com and read the first 5 headlines and go, God, this makes Salvador Dali look like Tuesday morning. Can't even make it up the hill anymore. I'm 41 years old. I was talking to one guy who was 31, another guy was 24. 31-year-old looks at me and he says, "Oh, I would have thought you were 30." And I never believe people when they say that. I'm sure he meant it. I don't think he was lying. I don't think he'd have a reason to lie about that. On the other hand, he can't say, "Ugh, yeah, you look 41." I feel 81. I think this is a good place to end it. We're good here. I did what I needed to do. I feel good about this. Feeling good about this. I got to remind myself, just keep telling the truth. Just keep telling the truth. The truth is, I'm walking past a house that has literally 50 skeletons on the roof, lit up, Halloween decorations. Literally 50 of them. I feel like whoever lives there, they're either the coolest people or the most annoying people. It's like a toss-up. Like either the Andersons, they're awesome, man. You should see their Halloween decorations every year, man. Totally awesome. They outdid themselves this year. Or you walk by and you're like, the Andersons. Oh, God, it's Halloween. Oh, my God, what are they doing? Oh, God, if he sees me, he's going to talk about them for oh, God, he sees me. Oh, no, I have to, no, I got to, hey, Bob, hey. That's great. I know, 50 skeletons. I know. Yeah, 5 different colors. None of them primary colors. It's really great. Really great. Really great, Bob. You've outdone yourself this year. Oh, and you got your cholesterol down without having to take drugs. Great. No, that's good for you. Good for you. No, you're just... Listen, everything's coming up Bob Anderson, right? Well, listen, I got to get going. I don't need to see how you got the skeletons up there. I trust that I trust that you built a widget and a lever and pulley system. No, listen. I'm a huge. Nobody likes pulleys more than I do, but I really have to get back to the wife and the kid. You know, we're doing our thing. You know, really have to get back to the. Yeah, I can come in for 5 minutes and sure. I'd rather not put the skeleton on my hand. I'd rather not. Okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like it articulates. That's great. No, that's great. The light's a little hot. Yeah, it's a little scalding. Thank you for taking it off my hand. That's good. Well, Bob, listen. I don't want to keep you. I know you got a lot to do. A lot of skeletons in the closet. There you go. Yeah, you're laughing really hard at that. Too hard, too long, and too hard at that. Okay, I'm off. No, you should totally get a Tesla. Oh yeah, no, I'm really glad you're getting a Tesla. I don't need to ride in one, but thank you for the offer. Well, that was diverting. That was amusing. Hey, there you go. That was something. All right, 20 minutes. I feel better. I'm always good. I feel like if I can get over 20 minutes, I'm feeling good. All right. Well, have a nice week until we meet again. And good luck with Bob Anderson.